Hi, my name's Juliet Hanauer, and my guest today is Linda Wooster, an extraordinary singer and songwriter. And for the last 30 years, she's been collaborating with Marcus Alexander doing expressive arts workshops. Linda, how did you meet Marcus, and why have you been together for so long?
Marcus had been using my recordings at that time, cassettes. He started in 1984 in doing workshops, and he's been using my cassettes for 10 years before we met. And he came to a concert I did, and after the concert, he came up to the foot of the stage and beckoned me over, and I went over, and I'm pretty sure the first thing he said, he might have introduced himself first, but one of the first things that he said was, "Would you like to do a workshop together?" And I said yes. I was looking at this guy who I never met, but I just intuitively knew that he was one of my best friends ever.
So it
And
was something that you recognized in him immediately.
I did
And
immediately.
what was that?
Maybe a twin soul. I don't know what to call it. It's indefinable, but we understood each other deeply. He we have a lot of the same values and understandings about things. Um, he's such a kind and funny and intelligent person. I think the humor is a big part of it for me. Anybody who's truly humorous is very high in my in my estimation. Very
Well,
godlike.
tell me about the workshops that you do together.
Well, we started off. I don't know what our topic was the first time, but we had a meeting at his house, which was on this beautiful lake in upstate New York, and I think we stood out on the deck for like 10 or 15 minutes doing our planning meeting. It only took like 10 or 15 minutes, and then we were like, okay, we're good. And we immediately I think the workshop was a couple days later, and we just did it, and it went off
What
without a
kind of
hitch.
workshop was it?
It was an expressive arts. I don't remember the exact theme of the
Okay.
first one we did.
Okay. And then recently, in the last year, Marcus has created a new branch of expressive arts called Expressive Arts Without Borders.
Right. Well, he moved to. I was living in Massachusetts when we met, and he moved after a couple of years. He moved to Edmonton, Canada. So that's pretty far away. And so we only worked together when he would come to this area, to my area. I did go to Edmonton once too, and yeah, when the pandemic hit, we were talking. I mean, we've always talked anyway, and I started using Zoom, which I had never known about. I only I only did three-dimensional concerts for all of my life. I've been doing this for my whole life. So um, I said to Marcus, why don't we do something on Zoom? You're starting to use Zoom, and I'm starting to use Zoom. So could we do workshops on Zoom? So we started doing workshops on Zoom, and it really worked to our great delight. And so for the past 2 or 3 years, we've been working together again a lot on Zoom, and being able to be with people all over the world. To me, that's a dream come true, that I can talk and listen and play music for people all over the planet.
And tell
And
me,
that was
oh,
the genesis of Expressive Arts Without Borders, that Marcus decided to create a Facebook group called Expressive Arts Without Borders. And that was a little over a year ago, and we've already got 3,500 members.
wow, amazing. And they're once a month?
Well, it's a website, really. It's a page on Facebook, and then we do offer free workshops once a month. Yep.
Yes. So anybody can come to them.
Yes.
Oh, how incredible is that? And
It's really something. We
tell
did
me
one.
a bit about the workshop.
Well, they Marcus usually picks a theme, and he talks, and I intersperse songs that are appropriate to that theme. And we do expressive arts, which he generally picks some form, like people can do work with oil pastels or paints, or they can write poems or dance. I mean, there's so many forms to expressive arts. I didn't know anything about expressive arts until I met Marcus, and then I realized that I'd been doing expressive arts all my life.
Right, right. And then do people share what they have created during your Zoom meetings with each other?
Yes, we generally break into small groups,
Mhm.
and people can go into depth of sharing what they've done with each other, and other people can make observations about what you've done. Um, it's not in the way of criticism, just in the way of noticing. Oh, I see that you've used blue in this. Just noticing stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's such a wonderful way to actually have a depth of interaction with people from other cultures, which is just absolutely thrilling to me.
It seems
I
like one of the focuses of the work is to create community globally, to see
Yes,
our sameness, not only our differences.
exactly. It affirms something that I have believed all my life, that really in our hearts we are so much the same. We're much more the same than we are different, and all human beings have the same feelings and impulses, and yeah, there's a lot, and there's cultural differences. So I mean, that just makes it more exciting and interesting to me to get to know people from another culture, because they have a whole different perspective, whole different language, and that's just really interesting to me. I did go to college, and I have a degree in sociology. So I, the sociologist in me is pretty pretty pumped about what's going on here that I'd
And
like to
how
know.
has your work with Marcus affected you?
It's been so important in this time of pandemic, especially, where when the pandemic started, I lost all of my gigs. I didn't have any way to make a living, and this affords me a way to keep. I'm sort of retired now, so I'm collecting Social Security, and so I'm not as. I just enjoy doing it. So it's important to me to keep playing and to keep connecting with people. I think it keeps me alive. It gives me a reason to keep on going.
Wow. How would you describe Marcus to other people that don't know him?
I would say Marcus is one of the kindest people I know. He's one of the funniest people I know. and he's just so intelligent, and he's such a great listener. It always amazes me how well he listens to people and will ask them pertinent questions about what they said, or he'll offer some different perspective on what they said. He's incredible. He's very tender. He's very knowledgeable. He's very talented in all of the different art forms that expressive arts uses. Yeah, he's amazing. He's an amazing human being.
Thank
One of
you.
my favorite human beings.
And tell me about your music. What kind of music do you create?
Well, I'm a songwriter, and I have always written songs that were important for me to. I've always used the music as a way to work out what I'm going through in my life, whether it be joyful or sad or tragic or um, anything. I don't think I would have survived my teenage years without being able to play
Mhm.
and express what was going on, which was pretty tumultuous as a teen. I think most of us have that experience. Um, I I use it. I use it exactly as expressive arts
Yes.
uses the arts for in my own self. I always have. That if something is needing my attention, whether it's troubling me or it's a joyful thing or whatever, I can write a song about it and keep playing it so it automatically kind of works out whatever it is that I'm thinking about or trying to work out.
I think that's probably what the bond is between you and Marcus, because you have always been expressing arts,
Yes.
using arts to express your life or life, period. And that's
Yes.
exactly what Marcus teaches.
Yeah.
And by using expressive arts, he creates community because people feel safe and they're able to share what's inside their heart in a very deep way.
We, I think, work very well together in the way that we can create a space for people to feel safe.
Yes.
And yes, I think he recognized early on that that's what I was doing, that I was actually doing expressive arts.
Yes.
He could feel it on the cassettes that he was listening to. So, yeah, I support what he's doing, and he uses me in I don't know helping to create a space. Like we just opened a conference in Serbia, an online conference in Serbia. What opportunities that we have now because
Yes.
of technology. This is I mean, right now we're using it, but
Yes. Yes. What was the name of that conference?
I forget the actual name of
Oh,
it.
okay.
It was an expressive arts conference in Belgrade,
Uh-huh.
and our job really was to create a safe space to create kind of the whole vibe of the conference, which was to have a space to be safe with others and meet other people and learn about various things about expressive arts. There was a lot of amazing presentations at that conference. And then the man who was supposed to end the conference couldn't do it, and they asked us at the last minute to end it as well. So, and that was, I mean, it's just beautiful. I'd say effortless is really a great a great word for working with Marcus. I don't
Yes.
have to think about things. I really don't have to think about it. I just do, and I know he will support and ask pertinent questions, and if my brain goes fuzzy, he knows exactly what to do.
It sounds very magical.
It's totally magical. That's a
Yeah.
good word for it, Juliet.
Uh-huh. And how does one get to be part of that? How do you join that?
Expressive Arts Without Borders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we have an actual website now that's not associated with Facebook, but you could also go to Facebook and look
Okay.
for Expressive Arts Without Borders.
Uh-huh. And then you send your email and then you're on the list and then they send
You
out a
just
link.
join the group. You
Yeah.
just join the
Okay.
group.
Oh,
And
good.
and in order to be with to get on with the monthly free workshops, you send your email, yeah, and Marcus has that list and he just sends to the whole list
Oh,
every month.
fabulous. I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm pretty sure we're also on YouTube and Instagram, but I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Did you want to play some music or if not, we could end our interview?
I could play.
Okay, let's.
I have my guitar right here.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I was hoping.
I wrote this song, I think sometime in the 80s. Yeah, it was in the 80s. Imagining myself, I've always wanted to be an astronaut. Very fascinated with space, and this is a picture of the Earth taken from outer space, and that whole program, the Apollo program, where we went to the moon, really changed my life. When I saw these pictures of the Earth, I was just struck by the fact that we really are all one thing. And the astronauts that went to the moon said they could hold up their thumb and cover the Earth.
Wow.
And to think that everything that you know under your thumb.
Wow.
I mean, that's a picture of all of us, whether we're whether people were alive then or not. I mean, they're still in that picture. So this is about that.
What is this song called?
No Boundaries.
Okay.
From this vantage point in space, there are no boundaries. No lines are drawn upon our Earth. And now it's time to see our planet as one place. And our walls may cost us more than they are worth. The choices of each affect the whole. The results of our short-sightedness are taking their toll. Should the spoils of our greed really be our goal? From this distant view of Earth, she is so beautiful. Blue and white, she peacefully spins. Her suffering appears only as we move closer. But if we heal her now, everybody wins. We can't continue to pollute what we are breathing or eating or drinking. Oh, cutting down a rainforest, what can we be thinking? Even with our fears, we must learn to trust the linking. From this vantage point in space, there are no boundaries. No lines are drawn upon our earth.
Oh, so inspiring. Your work with Marcus is so heartwarming and opening. Thank you. If people wanted to have more access to your music, how would they do that?
Well, they could go to my website, which is lindawooster.com.
And how do
And
you?
it's spelled
Yeah, thank you.
LindaWoorster.com.
And then .com.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything
That has a link to Bandcamp
Oh.
from there, and most of my recordings are there on Bandcamp, and you can listen as much as you want for free, and you can download for some fairly nominal fee.
Oh, wonderful. In closing, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Thank you, Juliet. This was really wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
There are so many
much.
things I could say.
Oh, yes.
But that's would take too long.
Well, we'll have another interview.
That'd be great.
Go more in depth. Thank you.
Definitely
so
love
much.
talking with you. You are one of the people that I have met through this adventure on Zoom.
Yes.
And it's amazing that I feel such friendship over, we haven't
Yes.
met three-dimensionally, but
Yes.
we've definitely met.
Yes, we really know each other.
We do.
Yeah, we know each other's hearts.
Yes, exactly. Which is full circle to where I met Marcus, and I looked at him, and our hearts were one.
Yes. What a beautiful feeling. It's what I enjoy most in life, is being
Me too.
open-hearted with people.
Me too.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you, Juliet.
Bye for now.
Okay.